am the masterpiece, life is the craft. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give what think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the seventh-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his second season as a Lion.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, it's Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephus. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 24 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
Here's Goff. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Austin Seibert on 4th field goal.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The Lions are a roll for 2-9 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Caught left side, Williams. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle to about the 35, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Lawrence's pass complete to Christian Kirk. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 7 and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Etienne. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Holding, offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to throw, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Goff. Hard throw, incomplete. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Come on, baby.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Dee Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Week 13 here in the NFL. First weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now. And we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Levi Onwuzurike. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones hit in the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You find something that's his training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Lawrence will throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. Patterson's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
There was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
To throw is Goff. And it's caught. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 1. Goff throwing again. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. But the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Man open. Here is Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go option to the short side. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
It's complete. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just all, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Goff's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5.
Now Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's good for Williams. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And room there to work it inside the 25.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Williams. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quintez Cephus, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Goff looking to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second until it's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 33-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now it's gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
And partner, the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Gone. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground with Williams. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Goff now looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Taken in at the 3. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. From the 39, Lawrence. And this complete right side to the tight end, Farrell. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Holding offense.
They get Cam Robinson, the tackle there. They'll run the option right here on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Off the option, here's Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Patterson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Able to connect with Chark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start by running the option to the right. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Back to throw, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Etienne up the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. A handoff for Etienne. Down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They run the option left with Lawrence. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 75 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked contact, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime.
Patterson's kick is good,
and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you describe that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
To the air again, Goff.
The quick throw finds T.J. Hockenson, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 minutes on the clock in overtime in a 3-point ball game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Jamal Williams. A gain of 5 brings
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, slant pass. He's got Reynolds. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Goff. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Again, Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game partner, spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for the Lions, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo, Porto, photogenic.